Yes, Cindy, I'm home. Thanks so much for that comment a while ago, dear. Uh, sometimes you guys make me very much uh, aware of my shortcomings and stuff, and I appreciate that so much. Uh, I don't know why. Well, I think I know why I complain sometimes about things. Um, It's probably because most of my adult life was spent, I was in charge. I had my businesses and I had employees, uh, and now I'm not in charge of anything. But, uh, yeah, hey, Darlene, uh, but that's maybe has something to do with it. I'm not in charge of anything. And hey, Willow, how you doing, dear? Um, I really miss, uh, hey Lisa, hey Petite, hadn't seen you in a while, dear. How you doing? How's the weather on the island? Uh, but I guess I don't think my landlord is going to allow me to have that portable building out there. Um, she's not going to do it, and so I'm going to pursue getting the ramp out there as quick as I have enough money. Um, and this lady, about a week ago, last week, I don't know why. I don't know her, and She's new to the channel and everything, and all of a sudden she dropped $100 to my tip jar, and that's going to go towards this ramp. This ramp that I'm going to get. It's $299, so I don't have that far to go on it, and it's at Amazon, and it's very easy to install. It's aluminum, and it'll work out real well for me. So I'm gonna. Hey, Clarissa, how you doing, dear? Clarissa's one of my new subscribers. Uh, but I'm gonna do the ramp, get the ramp thing done quick as I can. Uh, and I'm just going to start gardening. I'm going to start doing my plants and stuff. I love to I like to I don't like to buy my plants. I like to start my own. And there's some stuff out here I'm going to start from clippings that I go when I see a plant or something or bush or something. I want to start some on. I can start stuff like that real easy just by the clippings. I know when to get the clippings, how to get the clippings. Uh, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on the deck. But did I put a dirty T-shirt on? I might have. I think I did. I put a dirty T-shirt. Hey, Canadian girl, all you folks, I'm so glad to see you. Um, But yeah, I'm gonna pursue I'm gonna start doing the plant thing, and basically what I do, I just start everything. I don't go buy tomato plants. I don't go buy any of that stuff. I start them from seed. Um, that's the plan. And I know some of y'all, Cindy with a Y, I know you got nervous watching me go down them steps again that I fell on the other day, but I'm a firm believer. They say if you want to learn how to ride a horse, you get on it, you fall off, get back on that thing, and that's what I'm doing with the steps. I'm not going to let that. I made a mistake going down them things. Hey, Isabel and Angie. Yeah, I used to go back when I had my greenhouse and I was doing plants and everything. I used to go to this nursery. It was a big nursery, and they would sell me potting soil, and what it wasn't new potting soil. It was pot when when they get their plants, this little ones in, they dump the old dirt out in a pile and start that plant in a new potting soil, and they would sell me that potting soil. I think it was, let's see, it was $20. I think it was $20 a yard. Uh, you were in the hospital, Petite? Dang. I'm sorry to hear that, dear. But you know what? I can't remember if I saw something about that or not. I know, Sandy. Gee, I hate it when somebody more or less telling me when I can go and when I can't go and everything. But uh, Health Nuts got my vaccine yesterday. Is Health Nuts? Oh, there's Christy. See you, dear. And there's Rianne, my sweetie. I love that girl. Oh my goodness. Uh, I've been digging out some. I've been digging out some stuff. All the times I was picking up scrap, I was always running across jewelry, and some of it's nice pieces. Um, I think I'm gonna start giving some of that away. Uh, but yeah, I'm not. I can't believe I put on a dirty T-shirt. That gum. What about that? Maybe I need a wife. My wife wouldn't let me done that. Oh my gosh. Dirty T-shirt. Gee whiz. Decaffeinated coffee, folks. And I don't have any sodas. I'm not drinking sodas. I don't see Miss Everett on here. Hey, Mville. Dirty Dauber. I can't. I can't help laughing. Things is funny. And that video, I have a video that went up today about. Uh, I didn't real well. I did too realize it. I meant to take that out when I was editing the video before my grandson come out there and he was helping me pick something up I had knocked over. And when the little sucker got ready to go back in, he farted. I meant to take that out, and it sounded like a nasty fart. There's Barbara. Yeah, I see you down there. I ain't on no sodas. Oh, yeah, I meant to take that out because I don't never know what's going to offend somebody or something. And I know I get comments every once in a while about him running around in his skivvies or his drawers, and but that's hard. That's hard to control around here because that's the way he does. I, and sometimes he'll fool me and he'll come in and the clothes stay on till he goes to bed. So I don't know what's up with that. Help nuts. I was looking at StreamYard. I don't know what y'all could have done wrong on y'all's deal the other day where it wouldn't let you in. I've been looking at it, and I wish there was some way. No, I don't neither. I don't want no ads popping in when I'm doing my live. Now I do put ads in them when this thing goes in my what am I trying to say? Well, when people can tune back in later and watch it, or ones that missed it can watch it, I'll have ads in it then. But guess what? I didn't make enough revenue on my thing this time to get a check this month, because tomorrow's the 21st, and I'm only up to about 50, I think it said $54 and some change. Teresa McCain. Teresa, are you new to the channel? I don't recognize the name. Teresa McCain. Yeah, I don't see. I'm sorry. What? Wait a minute. Your Wi-Fi. Wow, that scared me. I thought you said your wife is brain dead. Oh, yeah, guys, give me some thumbs up. Yeah, I didn't make enough on that thing this time, and that $54 included. I think it included the super chats and whatever that people gave me the other day. I think it included that in it. But I don't get enough off of those ads. I'm almost tempted. It's so little. I'm almost tempted to take the monitoring off of my channel. Because I see sometimes, and I've had some people say, hey, you had some ads pop up on your channel that was an hour long and stuff. I don't have no control over what they put up, but boy, if they pop, yeah, I tell you the truth, if I'm watching somebody's channel and I watch their ads, and a ad pops up there that's going to run like an hour or 30 minutes or something, I'll watch a couple minutes of it and then I skip it. And I don't expect nobody else to watch those long ads on my channel either. I have seen some long ads that I was interested in, and I watched them all the way through. However, I wasn't buying what they were selling because I I don't believe a lot of that stuff when they start preaching about all these different things they concocted and show this vitamin, and it's going to help get rid of something, whatever's ailing you and stuff like that. I don't really buy it. I don't buy into it. I always think this way. Now I don't know. Some doctors out there in it for the money, and that's usually who's pushing it is the doctor. But I believe that it really works or something. The pharmaceutical people is going to get. I don't know. I don't know. There's so much crookedness going on in this world. You just don't know what to believe and what not to believe. Uh, and I still got people telling me I'm gonna get a stimulus, but I keep telling you they're not gonna give me one. They haven't given me any of them before, and I've looked into it. And oh, you come from Double D's channel? Oh, okay. I got you now. Now you click the bell. But Lord, I wish it would. There's something out there now. They're saying, "Boy, it will your diabetes will go away." Um, I'm not willing to pay almost $100 for a little bottle of pills that they're telling me make my diabetes go away. Because start with it would be out there. It wouldn't be something somebody made, put together themselves, and they're selling it. And I've seen some exposed where they've exposed people that this one woman was selling something that was going to make cancer go away, and it was $5,000 a bottle. And turns out she got busted. It was a scam, and it was just some different vitamins she could put together, and it wasn't working. Hey, Tommy Roach, how you doing, buddy? Um, but yeah, I still want to do micro scrapping, you know, electronics. I'm still gonna try to start getting some of that stuff and taking it apart because I can do that here in my room. And I got something here already. I've been this dad's going this little GoPro right here. This is the first GoPro I ever had, and this was using when I fell down the steps the other day, and of course it screwed up. I didn't get it was running, but it wasn't making a video. And I'm gonna quit even trying to use that, and I'm gonna microscope. I'm gonna take that thing apart and see what's in there. But these GoPros are not. They This one is charging right now. See the light on there, but it has a battery that I can take out and replace with other batteries if I need to. But it's been better than this white one. But they're not what they're cracked up to be. For the money, they just don't. And neither one. And this one's not even waterproof now. These little switches on there, you can see that little silver thing. That's supposed to be the same color as the case, but it gets a little hole in it from me pushing it with my fingernail to get it to turn on. And they're not what they're cracked up to be. I don't think. I'm gonna start trying to use that little $60 action camera I got. It's kind of like a GoPro, but it's only was it $49 or $59? One or the other. Oh, and guys, it's just like you can go back and read Cindy's comment she left on the video that I put up this morning, and it gave me pause to think about some of the things that I do, and I tend to complain constantly. I don't know why I do that. Hey, Marilyn. Oh, I don't know why I complain. But I went back and looked at the video when she told me that, and I appreciate all her comments. She made a nice long comment, but comments like that helps me to realize things about me that I need to change. I wished I knew why. I think because I always had a business and I always had employees, and I was in charge of everything. What I said went. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. And I don't know if I was a good boss or a bad boss. I never had nobody that didn't like me except for the one person that I did fire. Actually, it was two people, but one of them was amicable, the other one wasn't. And I got exceptionally close to employees that worked for me for a while. I've got one lady that I hired in 1983, and she's still a friend. I'm friends with her family. We took vacations together, family vacations and stuff, and every year all my employees, I bought them a season ticket to Disneyland, Disney World, Epcot, and all that stuff. And it wasn't that expensive back then. That I could buy season passes for $35 a piece. You can't buy one. You can't buy a day for that now. And we spent a lot of time at Disney and Epcot, Busch Gardens, but well, I hope I'm not missing getting any greeting. I think you're doing fine, Willow. I hope I'm not missing anyone, but I know I am. There was 22 in here, but now it's just 19. But it's because you're a board governor and need so many things. When people need things, it makes you a little miserable. Plus, you can get gripe at 80 years old. Oh, somebody made a comment about my grandson being disrespectful about him farting like that. But tell you the truth, I wished I had a grandpa that I had a good relationship. I didn't have a bad relationship. I didn't have a good. He was grandpa, and you didn't mess with him. He But my baby, when he helped me out, and then he turned around and got ready to leave, and he farted, and he thought that was hilarious. If I'd have done that to my grandpa, if I'd even done it in the same room, I'd have probably got my butt tore up with a switch. Uh, I didn't even have close relationships with my grandmothers. Because they would switch you in a heartbeat. And I can remember a few times I got that switch. And I can remember a lot more times that when she got done switching the others, she lost count and didn't get to me. I could make myself scarce when she went on a rampage. That time, that time she come in there and we was all sleeping on the same pallet in the floor, me and my cousins, and I mean the girls and the guys, and we got my sister and my cousin Ray was kissing, not crazy mouth kissing or anything like that, you know. I mean, he was only about 8 years old, and I had his sisters. He had twin sisters. I had the two girls. Everybody got a switching that night except me. She lost count. She lost count. She did so much for kissing cousins. That was the first girlfriends I ever had. Was my first cousins, Diane and Shirley Ann. Bless their hearts. They're both dead now. I can't believe they're gone. Ray's dead too. We ain't got. Let's see. Do I have any cousins? Yeah, yeah. Tommy Roach. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Uh, my cousins. My cousin. I'll put that $3 towards my round. Uh, they. I've got one uncle that was the youngest, and he had he had 6 children. No, he had 7, and they're all living now. Thank you, Canadian girl. I appreciate it so much. That'll go toward my round. Uh, he had he had all them kids, and they're all living now. But we weren't. I wasn't close to those cousins because by the time they were born and everything, we was 10, 12 years older uh, than his kids. Uh, we didn't we didn't have we didn't have any growing up time together, you know, uh, but they're all living, and there's 7 of them, 7 of them, and that was my uncle that spent 20 years. He was in World War II, right at the tail end of it, and he was in the Navy for 20 years, and I understand he was doing something that was clandestine. Oh, Angie, thank you so much, dear. That'll go toward my round. It sure will. Uh, he was not like a spy, but he did things that was on the. Uh, it was clandestine. But you never knew where he was at, and he couldn't talk about it and all that stuff. And I would like to know more about what he was doing, but it had something. He had to go. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. That's why I can't. But it was secretive. But he stayed in 20 years. I think he went in the army, in the Navy in 1943. And but boy, him and one of my first cousins almost got into a fist fight at the family reunion, a Labor Day family reunion, over let's see, JB, that my uncle, he was he was a Bill Clinton supporter. He was a dyed in the wool Democrat, and my first cousin was a dyed in the wool Republican, and they almost come to blows. And Frankie's brother had to jump in between them. It was Frankie and Uncle JB, and Frankie was my favorite first cousin ever. But oh man, I ain't. That's been many years ago, but it was when it was when Bill Clinton was president, and Uncle JB's wife, Aunt Louise, she trying to get in between them, and she said, "Look," said, "Bill Clinton had the morals of an alley cat, but he did great things," or something like that. She was trying to break it up, and that just fueled it. Uh, I never would talk no politics at family reunion. No, sir. Not even on here, other than what I'm talking about now. But oh, Clarissa, bless your heart, dear. I appreciate that so much. Um, that'll go towards the ramp fund. I almost tempted to get. I can get an Amazon credit card, and they'll give you a $70 gift certificate if you get their credit card. And I almost did that, and I was going to start making payments on that ramp. Actually, I was going to start making payments on one of the higher price ones in that $299, because the $299 one don't have the handrails, but I don't need the handrails. I would just be driving up and down it with my scooter. And then the one with the handrails it's the same thing, but it's got the handrails. You can walk up and down. Um, but yeah, no politics family reunion. I don't know if we'll have a family reunion this year or not. And I've already got somebody that said if I wanted to go, they would come down here and get me and take me there and bring me back. And if they have it they didn't have it last year because of the COVID thing, and I don't know whether to have it this year or not. But we've been having that family reunion ever since 1936. And that picture, I'll show it on next week's. What did she say here? What did she say? If you do a super chat sticker, YouTube takes 30+% of it. Just drop it in Russell's tip jar so he gets full benefit. Yeah, that's right. I don't, that's just part of it. They're not, YouTube's gonna get everything they can get. I won't do a credit card. They won't give me it anyways. I'm too poor. Gee, just about anybody should be able to get a credit card, shouldn't they? I remember that, Jello. Yes, I do. I sure do. Marilyn Owens, thank you so much, dear. I appreciate it. That'll go. That'll go towards the ramp. Ah, but yeah, but they give you, if you get the card on Amazon, they will give you a $70 gift card. Uh, I guess they're assuming that if you get the credit card, you'll buy more stuff from them. If I got it, I wouldn't. There ain't no way I'd buy more stuff other than that ramp. Uh, no, I can't afford. I can't hardly afford them payments. Um, but a lot of people fall into that. I got this friend. Uh, I got a story about her. Uh, we didn't do anything bad, you know. We went camping. It was in the Boy Scouts, and she was a scout leader in that troop, and I was a scout leader. And it got cold. It was unexpected, and me and her, we 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 call we. I guess I can tell this now, but we had these summer sleeping, but we didn't have like heavy winter sleeping bags or anything. So we got that. We had a campfire and everything, and we sit there all night under the blanket, snuggled. And she was married, of course. I was married. You know, we didn't do anything. We was just soaking up each other's body heat. And the scoutmaster, that who wish I could afford a trip. Yeah. The scoutmaster seen that, and he said, "Gosh, this don't look good." But that was the only time something like that ever happened, as far as I know. You know, but we was good friends, real good friends. And matter of fact, before that, when I was a scoutmaster of 50 Troop 504, she was my assistant scoutmaster. Uh, Naked and afraid. uh, did I say hey to you, Lisa? Uh, yeah, I wished I could go through the scouts again like that. That I never was a Boy Scout. I attempted to be one time, but they kind of gave me the boot. I was smoking. Uh, I was in the scouts when my grandson come home from school. He wanted to be a Cub Scout. They did a roundup thing at school, and so we went. And he joined, and we was in it for 14 years. And I wish he was able to do it again as a leader. Um, that was a great experience for me, and I met some of the greatest people, you know, and I mean from all walks of life, you know, and several of them were police officers, deputy sheriffs, and stuff. Matter of fact, some of the boys that was in the troop then that was coming up through there, they're deputy sheriffs now. Uh, School teachers. Uh, another guy had a huge business doing something. I forget. Oh, he was oil. He owned this oil company that distributed oil to gas stations and stuff. And his name was Sandy. And conservation officer. And that reminds me, one of my boys is today I guess he's a game warden. And I really love that boy. And he was almost like my own son. And matter of fact, when my son was killed in 1986, he was the first person that offered his condolences to me. And he's still a friend today. I would love, you know what I'd like to do? I would like to sit in a police officer's car one night and do what they call a ride along. I don't know if they still let you do that or not, but I would love to do that. I've got, and I realize there's bad apples in police departments and sometimes, but I have the most respect for responders, you know, firemen and EMTs and all that stuff, police officers. I got the greatest respect. I got cards I pass out to them. Anytime I see one, I got some cards I printed up that I give them appreciation. Because folks, we'd be up the creek if you didn't have them. And the same thing applies to people that do things like, why I would, like my podiatrist, why does she want to do that? Why does she do that? But thank God she's there and she does that. Same thing for doctors. What a responsibility is on their shoulders, knowing that they make life and death decisions about their patients. They do that. And then people that does all the scientific research and stuff, where would we be without people like this? We would really be in foul shape. And I just feel, I don't know how I feel. I just have great admiration for them, the nurses, and to me, a nurse is the backbone of the medical stuff, you know, in the hospital. There are the backbone. And the ladies, the techs that come in there, and like that girl I was talking about giving me a bath. Here's this beautiful young girl. I guess she had to be about 22, 23, giving a crotchety old man like me a bath. And I mean, a bath, I mean, she washed everything, and I had a problem. I had a problem with that. And she said, well, you want me to go get a man checked to give you a bath? And I'm like, heck no. I didn't say heck no. I said, hell no, ain't no man giving me no bath. She told me to shut up and get the bath. But no, it's just people. there's so many people out there that does such important things that I don't think a lot of them get the appreciation that they deserve. And uh, I don't know. I don't even know why I dwell on stuff like that anymore, but I do. I still can't believe I put on a dirty T-shirt. That gum. But I did. I surely did. Oh my gosh. I'll have to remember to change that. I might change it tomorrow now. And while I'm talking about appreciation, I appreciate all of you guys, you and girls, so much, more than you'll ever know. I look forward to these live streams like this, and sometimes I'll do an extra one during the week, but I don't want to be overbearing or push myself on y'all's time. Uh, and yeah, but you know what? We all need help sometime, but my situation, when my wife passed away, and I just had a hard time dealing with it, and I made all decisions that put me in the situation I'm in. Why in the world would I move from my house that was paid for and move to town in a stinking apartment, and then the house gets trashed, and I'm going through money that I don't know. I just screwed up. Uh, and what? And I don't understand. I don't. I don't understand why that. Well, she's actually a woman, and I enjoyed the bath, but it wasn't like I was excited or aroused or something like that. And I don't understand why I wasn't. But you know, you can't be so opposed to a man giving you a bath. It's just a bath. Ain't no man washing my stuff. Sorry, I'm, what do you call it? Homophobic. I don't know. No, I ain't changing my mind on that. Oh my gosh. Um, I guess, you know, when I was in the hospital before the COVID thing, I had to have some particular kinds of x-rays done, and I got this stupid hospital gown, you know, the kind that covers the front, but your behind is shining. And when I got in the x-ray thing there, all of a sudden, here's this girl. I looked at her and I said, Donna Fraley. And that's her maiden name. She'd been married for years. She's married to a detective. But Donna used to come over to my house and play with my daughter. And I really felt awkward about, I had to, my butt was shining. I didn't like that at all, simply because it was Donna. She said, I promise I won't look. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she'd been married for years. As a matter of fact, she did a hitch in the Navy and then got married. She's married to a Marion County detective for the sheriff's office. I was more concerned. Oh my God. I don't know if she looked at my butt or not. Probably not. Have a baby. I can never do that. I can never watch a baby being born. There ain't no, even when they're showing stuff like that on TV out there. Ah, no, no. Well, we're we're taught to be ashamed of it from an early age, or hide it. It don't bother me so much now. I mean, I'm yeah, I understand that, Will. I really do. But how about a female classmate giving you a vaginal sonogram? What? How about a female classmate? Yeah, that would be awkward, I think. I got a bearing sister-in-law. So sad. Uh, yeah, you never did send me an address to send a card to about that cupcake girl. You can send it to you can send it to junkdarber@gmail.com if you want to. You don't have to, but I was just telling you that I would. Can't teach some old dogs new tricks. That's a lot of truth in that. But you know what? I expect I learn something every. Uh, I don't know though. Uh, my back when my wife, there I go calling my daughter my wife again. My daughter had this serious relationship with this guy, and he moved in. He had a little girl, and uh, that that was awkward. I don't know why. I mean, she was just like 5 or 6, and sometimes she'd come strolling through the house buck naked, and it didn't bother me that she did that. I mean, my God, she was just a baby, but it really upset my. She would get in a rage when she done that, but she didn't get in a rage when Jaden would come through there buck naked. Of course, Jaden's awful free with the body anyway. he's the one that he's the one that slipped out of the house buck naked when we lived in the apartments, and there was a basketball court over there, and he went over there shooting the ball at the hoops. I think he was about 3 or 4, something like that. uh, it don't. News don't bother me so much anymore. Ever since I've been so sick, and I still, when I go to the bathroom and I have to go, I don't shut the door. I leave the door open in case I have a problem, and I want people to know it. Hey, dumpster diving Mo. Oh, hey Mo, I just subscribed to you the other day, my friend. I'm trying to hook you up with, who was it that got me looking? You're so glad you're here. Hope you subscribe to my channel if you like it. I'm not doing much these days. I have a live stream every Saturday at this time, and I'm probably going to start having one along about Wednesday. And I love doing them at 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes, just to see who's out and about. And some of you guys, you're night owls, and Willow's one of them. But I've even found Marty on Crazy Family. I've caught him up a couple of mornings like that. And of course, Christy, she's snuggled up in bed sleeping. What did they say? I lost a lot from HPV and a hysterectomy. That was my first cancer. Yeah, it's a bummer, Lee. But Lisa seems like she's always doing stuff and flipping around and everything. That's my impressions I get over. She sent me a plant, a gardenia. I'm fixing to put that in a bigger pot because I want it to get big. Yeah, it seems like all of us here's got some kind of nose. And that dumpster diving Mo, I was watching him. I watched some of his videos. Y'all need to check him out. But yeah, if I didn't have you guys, I don't know what I'd do. You know, I really don't, because I look so much forward to this every Saturday, and I get so much out of it. And a lot of you make comments that kind of makes me take notice of what I'm doing and what I'm saying and everything, and I hope makes me a better person. I'm taking these glasses off. Wow, I don't know. I can see reflections in my eyes. But well, if I take them off, I can't read the comments. And there's Cindy with a Y too, and yeah, take them off. I can't read the comments. I'm wondering if I had a big monitor, could I read the comments without my glasses? I don't think so. You got it, Willa. uh, I think next when my when my Social Security hits this end of this month, I think I'm gonna get me some starter trays and stuff. I want to take some clippings off of that azalea bush out there because I noticed some new sprouts on it that I can get some clippings off of and start some new bushes. They're easy to start. And there's a lady down the street. The one our azalea bush out here is a, a kind of a reddish. No, it's kind of a reddish orange color. But this lady down the street's got one that's white, and I'm gonna see if she'll let me take some clippings off of that. But I used to start a lot of shrubs and stuff. I used to do a lot of that. You know, when I was doing the nursery, I was amazed at how much once you had one bush, one plant, you never had to buy any new ones if you knew what you was doing and taking the cuttings and stuff and starting them. And gosh, I had thousands. That's kind of what burnt me out in a way, because when you got thousands of plants coming along, you have to do certain things when they're at a certain point, and it can't wait. You can't say, "Well, I'll just do them next week." When they're ready to do something they're ready. You have to do it. And of course, the landlord made me tear down the greenhouse. I put a lot of work into that greenhouse. I don't know how to Zoom. I might could Zoom with that. I I don't know how. You know, it's just like these GoPros. There's a way to make it Zoom, but I don't know how to do it. I'm gonna take that thing. I'm gonna rip that thing apart one day just to see what's in it. Um, but I wish I had all the stuff I lost when we moved, uh, because I don't. Um, what is that? I don't see it. I had a pretty good pile of gold stuff. Start doing bedding plants, or just have someone in the green room on your chat to help you keep up with chat. Ain't nobody interested in help in here. Well, now my grandson likes to come in here and butt in, but he's in his chores, and that's not a good idea. And I figure at some point, you know, if he keeps doing that YouTube's going to get on to me about that, and they already got on to me when I'm talking about stuff that's racial, and just like that friend of mine when I was in this store that I hung out at with a lot, when I was talking about my baby grandson Donovan, and I went out the car to get my billfold. I left it in the car. And when I was coming back in, he said, "Damn, the way Russell talked, you think that little N word was white." Well, at one time I didn't say the N word, I said the word. And YouTube grab me on that. And I if you're saying the N-word, everybody knows what you're saying. You just ain't saying it, but you're saying it, you know? So I have a problem. I like to explain things just the way it was, just the way it was said. And I don't understand why people take it as offensive when you do that. Now, a black person can walk around and say that all the time, you know, and I see it all the time on Facebook. But you can't say it on YouTube. They'll grab you. Or just have someone in the green room on your chat to help you keep up with the chat. What do you mean you got? Oh, you mean like, well, you do help me. You do help me, but I mean, I like to see, because there's lots of things gets discussed on here I completely miss. The only thing I see right off the bat is when somebody makes a super chat or a super sticker, it highlights it, and of course I notice it right off the bat. But I don't want people to have to give me money just so I can see it. But well, it was an issue with YouTube, Lisa. The first time I ever told that about that man saying that, and I could say that word now, and YouTube will pick up on it. Anytime that word pops up in any conversation, YouTube picks up on it immediately. They got some kind of system that picks up on certain words and stuff, and but they nail you for it. And sometimes one video I was doing, and my grandson was playing his games, and there was some music playing, and I was making a video. It's when I was cooking something, and that music, you could hear it, and it made that video ineligible until I took that out. I don't know how they pick up on that, but you know, you big black screen, but you would be able to hear me. That's why it's still full of your show. I just point out comments you need to know about. How do I do? I don't know how to do that, Willa. I wish I did. There's a lot of stuff I don't know how to do on this yet. You know, I don't, you know, there's one thing on there I was looking at. What is that? Let's see. Hold on a minute. It was, what is it? I can't find it. Let me see. I don't know where it's at now. I can't find it. You can teach me. Okay, we'll talk about that. Bring Willa on now so she can start explaining it. How do I bring Willa on? I don't know how to bring Willa on unless I send the StreamYard link to me and I can come on and explain it to you. All right. Oh, how do I send you the link? In other words, I have to go offline to send you an email. I don't, and I don't know where, I don't know the link. I don't, how do I, let me see something here. Share the screen. What's that? Oh, that ain't it. Now I don't even know how to get there. I got rid of it. I'd have to look into that. I don't. Let's see. Let me look here. Settings. All right. Add shared screen. Huh. I don't know, Willow. I don't know what you want me to do. Is, but where do I get? How do I know what the link is? I don't. I don't see it. All right. Send. How do I send? Oh, okay. No, that's not it. Private chat. Now what does that? Oh my goodness. I got it back. All right, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Copy. Now, hold on a minute, folks. I'm gonna try something. Yeah. All right. I hope I didn't screw anything up. I think I sent it to you, Willow. I don't know. But we'll know in a second, I guess. Hey, Spaceman. It's going, my friend. I'm a little bit confused right now. trying to send Willow a link. She's gonna try to help me understand something here. But I don't, I don't know. I got a curveball thrown at me, so I'm not. Wait a minute. I'll tell you somebody that's a lot smarter at this stuff than I am, and that's Marty on Crazy Family Tube. He's got a pretty good handle on that. There's certain things I would like to do with my channel. I see some people have a video that pops up. You go to their channel page and a video pops up right then, kind of introducing yourself and what you do and stuff like that. And I would like to, Willa says she got it, so she's on her way. I don't, yeah, there she is. There she is.
Okay. Okay, like the picture that you have right now, you're on one side, I'm on the other. There's ways to change that. You can make me real small over to the side, and you're a bigger screen. You can just simply do that and have me here. And I can point stuff out in chat like I did when I was on the live a few weeks ago.
Now,
your mod would just be with you. You could even go full screen and leave me totally off, and you'd still be able to hear me.
I just went full screen. Wait a minute, I don't want that. Well, what did I do here?
Okay, there should be an option there to change your appearance of how we look on the screen, our little boxes and things.
Well, we're looking fine.
Well, we can do it this way, but if you put me in the back, then that way there's a full screen so everybody can see you. They don't have to look at my little avatar blob.
Well, how do I put you to the back?
Like I said, there should be options on there to, drag and drop, move the people around on your screen and stuff. Play with that option on your StreamYard, or is it on your YouTube? Might be on your YouTube. And find the one that works.
Well, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to. Well, this will work just fine. I mean,
it's up to you. Maybe you can have Marty pop on in a back room with you and show you. I've never ran a StreamYard myself, so I'm not quite sure how all that works. I just know that there's those options.
Well, I'm looking, but I don't see nothing that. Oh, I see something there that says I could have used that to send you an invite. I didn't know I had that.
Hey, Dudley.
What are you going to show me now?
I was just going to be here to help you point things out in chat to you so that you don't miss things. Like where Dudley just came in. Simple as that.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when I was on your live, you were amazed or whatever that I could keep up with the chat and our conversation?
Yeah.
We don't have to have a conversation. I can be totally invisible in the back and just verbally I can point out to you, hey, Dudley's joined us, or, Lisa's heading out. Bye, Lisa. And you can prompt off of that to acknowledge them as well. And that way it helps you keep up with chat.
I'm learning something every day. I'm learning. Hey, Willow, something I wanted to ask you. You and your sister live together, right?
Yes, we co-own this place.
Okay. Usually sisters don't get along like that.
We have our days. We're human.
Yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. We do all right, but yeah, we have our days. We're both estrogen deprived older women. So yeah, we bicker.
Is
Well, we're
she
siblings. We're human.
is she younger than you, or you older than her?
She's
Well,
8 years older than I am.
oh, she's older than you.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Different genetics, though. She's from my mom's first marriage with one of my brothers, and then my dad had two girls, and mom also had a baby before she ever married, a teen oops baby, which is my oldest sibling, and my other brother, but he passed away in 2016.
Okay. Now what was Nope, still having. Oh yeah. Sometimes I'm sitting there watching Marty and Christy doing their live stream, and you look at Marty and you tell he's got a stiff neck just by the way he's holding his head and everything. And boy, I hate those pains in the neck. But
Yeah,
I
you wouldn't
know,
want to see me on a lot of days then,
yeah, yeah, I
like
noticed that a
today.
lot.
Lisa wants to know what it is exactly that you're wanting for your deck. I'm assuming it's in regards to plant starters. Am I correct, Lisa?
What I wanted from my deck. I'm just gonna start plants and mainly I'm gonna try to do ornamentals and stuff. Like that gardenia that uh Lisa sent it to me. The gardenia. When that thing gets some new shoots on it, I'm gonna take some cuttings from that and I'm gonna start some. And
I think she's offering to send you some different cuttings if you would like them, but she needs to know
oh, yeah.
what's your vision of what you want.
Oh, well, if she knows how to do cuttings and when to cut them, it has to be new, it has to be new growth, while it's still tender and everything.
Fresh young shoots.
And I'm interested in anything, as long as I know what it is when I get it. Um,
So, in other
hey,
words, label them,
yeah,
please.
yeah, I'm interested in anything like that. I want. No, that would be too elaborate to get them things. I don't have good luck with fig trees. My one of my cousins sent me some cuttings off of my grandmother Pearson's fig tree. For some reason, I couldn't get them things to work. Uh, but I like fooling with anything like that. I don't care what it is. But I was taking cuttings off of boxwoods. I was doing boxwoods don't do that great down, not the true boxwood. But anything that's ornamental. I don't.
Auntie asked Marty if they ever decided what was wrong, and he replied, stenosis of the spine, extruded discs, lots of pain and stiffness, twitching, involuntary movements, and tremors too. That sucks, buddy.
Boy, it does, don't it? I
Yeah, that's a
didn't know.
lot of symptomatic stuff to make you miserable.
Yeah, and he's just a baby. He ain't 40 something years old.
He says, plus, I think there's something with the muscles uh, tightening up on him. He said riding up, but I think he meant tightening up. He's probably using phone. What do they call that when you talk to your phone and it turns it into type font?
Yeah.
Makes for interesting words because, yeah, those things like to screw up. Well, I know about the discs. I know about the pain, the twitching, the involuntary movement, because I can be walking along holding a bottle of water and suddenly just flings about 4 foot from me because my hand decided to do its own thing. The only time I twitch is when I've had to do my nebulizer because it causes tremor. but it passes after about a half hour.
I know it could cut into his time when he's not out dumpster diving as much as he was.
Well, I think it would physically affect his ability to, dive into the dumpsters.
And Paul on Scrap and Pallet Man, he's cut way back too. He's got something to do with his shoulder, I think.
Yeah, he said something about that last Saturday or your last live that he popped in on.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him on here tonight.
No, he hasn't come in yet.
I have tremors on
Tumors.
Tumors. Yeah, that's what it says.
Tumors on her spine from an autoimmune disease, and am in pain on a daily basis, also paralyzed in the right leg. So she knows about constant pain, Marty. I have a laundry list too. Hey, Frugal Granny.
You know, when I see some of this stuff that's wrong with some of my subscribers, it makes my pain less. I feel it less when I hear
Knowing what others are going through.
You know, my pains is more 80. At being 80 is what most of my pain is, except for my neuropathy. You know, that's diabetic.
Yeah, I call that elderly grumpy bone syndrome.
Yeah.
Lisa says I have nothing between my L4 and L5. She just found out. Marty says I'm doing physical therapy now, but they said if it doesn't help after 4 or 5 times, they will get back a hold of his doctor, basically reassess the treatment program.
Now, Lisa said L4 and L5. What is that? Is that something?
Lumbar discs, L4 and L5. So mid lumbar region.
Yeah. Good grief.
See, I have a disc protruding into my spinal cord at the thoracic lumbar conjunction where they come together.
I'm wishing I could figure out where. I know Marty and Christy had trouble when they tried to come on with their live the other day on live streaming. It didn't work. They had everything was working except they couldn't come in at the time they were supposed to, so they had to go back to YouTube's live stream.
Yeah. Do you understand the concept of the discs and where they're located?
Do I understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I pretty much, because I had a bulging disc one time. It must have got all right because I've never had any trouble with it since then.
Boy, mine ain't going back. The cervical is your neck. Thoracic is the spine area in your chest. Lumbar is the spine area in your abdomen. Sacral is the spine area in your bum. And Marty said he also has discs between C3 and C7. So upper neck and a kind of lowerish area in his neck he has issues with as well. Lisa said her lower back, she can't stand more than 10 minutes at a time. I have days like that when I'm coming up due for an injection, so my pain levels are maxed out. And then I had to do the road trip yesterday to go see this other eye specialist. So today I'm paying for it. So yeah, my pain levels are pretty insane today.
I have trouble standing. You know, I can stand for 2 or 3 minutes, then my back starts hurting.
Mm-hmm. And if your back starts hurting, I bet your knees will buckle.
It probably is.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that my thighs seem almost that's where a lot of the stiffness is in my legs. It's from my knees up my thighs a little ways, and they're stiff. And
Yeah.
I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not.
Yes, we know Angie. She said back problems are from the pits of blank. We all know that's HE double toothpick. Well, y'all know what I mean. Yep, I got you, girl.
Yeah. Yeah, when I see a lot of this stuff with some of my subs, it makes me feel
You know you're not alone.
it makes me not feel so bad
Yeah.
after all. It makes me feel very fortunate. And I don't know if I'll ever get to walk normal again or not. I don't know. I don't trust that left leg because I've been up trying to walk and all of a sudden that left leg just wants to collapse.
They might want to put a brace on that leg to help support it if they know that it's weak.
I was wondering about that.
Well, my knee on my right leg, the patella or kneecap has shifted, and I'm usually having to fish it back from the outer side of my knee, shove it back over where it belongs because it's getting in the way of things. And I wear a steel hinged brace every time I get dressed to walk out the door. And I also have wrist brace, ankle brace, and a full, they call it a TSLO, which is a full, basically your entire trunk from neck to the base of the, or top of the butt. I have a brace to put on for that if I need it, which is kind of like wearing a bulletproof vest, but heavier.
I don't know. I could tell my doctor things that I need to tell him when I go
Write
in there.
them down. Keep a medical journal and write them down and take that list with you every time you go to any doctor. Take your list and make sure you go over everything on that list pertaining to that doctor.
And it's like
That's what I do.
the last time before this last time when I went to podiatrist, I forgot to tell her about my heel hurting so bad. I told her this time, and that's when she told me I needed to keep it cushioned. And they send me these things. Let me show you one. I think I got one here. Yeah, I got one now. How in the world? Let me open this thing up. I don't know why they keep sending me these things because I don't know how to use them.
Take them with you when you go to the doctor and have them show you how to use them, hon.
It's called hydrophilic foam dressing. Now I don't know.
Hold it up and let me see it, hon.
All right, taking it out now.
I'm betting it's much like a Duoderm.
This is it. It's like a piece of foam rubber, but it's got a coating on one side, and when she does those leg wraps on there, if she's got places on my leg it looks bad, she puts one of these on it.
But yeah, that's called a Duoderm.
I'm supposed to put, hold on a minute, let me get one of those out.
They're wanting to pad those regions, and the foam is infused, if I remember correctly, with some type of healing medicine or whatever, antibacterial properties, that kind of thing.
See these here?
Those are heel pads.
Heel pads. And it's adhesive on one side.
Mm-hmm. You stick them to your heel. Yep, Lisa says, yep, Duoderms. I went through those with my dad after he had aneurysm surgery. He blew out a great big blister on the bottom of his foot. I mean, it was like half of his foot or better, and then up the side onto his ankle. And I had to put Duoderms on him as well. You literally use the sticky side and put it against your skin. It doesn't hurt. It just holds it in place. And if you have any place that's leaking, if you have any place that you need padding, that's what you put on there. You just stick them on there and then put your wrap on. They're super simple. And if you need to cut them, you can cut them to fit an area. They are cuttable.
It's simple if I can get what did that say?
Yes, it soaks up the drainage and makes you heal at the same time. Except Dad's was leaking so bad that it was dripping in 10 minutes. I mean, it was like he had a faucet out coming out of his foot. It was insane. I got her healed up though, but it took a bit.
I already called the nurse asking me, do you have any drainage?
Yeah, that's what they're sending Duoderms for.
And I don't have any.
Yeah, but even in an area you need padding, it can help promote healing. Because you won't be, even just the slightest bump can slow healing. It can cause edema to rush into the area, and edema trapped slows healing.
Yeah.
Slows healing, destroys tissue.
I have one. What was that?
I got to turn you up. I got a train going by. I can't hear over the train.
I don't live close to a train track anymore. But I have trouble taking care of my feet.
Angie says maybe between all of us, we could make one healthy person if we took all the better bits of ourselves and glued them together like a Franken people. She's probably right.
I guess we could. All right, this might be a good way to go here with you there.
If you like this, I'm for it. Just send me the StreamYard with each of your lives. Just automatically send it to my email. If I'm available and planning to come on, I'll just pop in.
All right. I'll do that.
I'm more than happy to do that to help you keep up with chat.
All right. And guys, the ones that made the super stickers, I appreciate it so much. I'm going to put that towards my ramp.
Yep, that is awesome.
I'm going to get that dang ramp. That's going to free me up so much to work when I can, because some of the stuff that I'm wanting to do with shrubs and plants, I need to be able to get down off the deck and get around the areas that I want to do some work. And
well, the ramp will help you do that.
Yeah. But anyway, I've been going, an hour and 38 minutes. And that's about
well, before you go, I know that you're liking this setup. Let's ask the chat. Does this help the chat? Do they want this? Make sure your people are happy.
Yeah.
What do y'all think? Because it's going to change the dynamic of your show a little bit. And I just want to make sure that they like the idea as well. Because they're your people. Yeah. Just like I'm your people.
All right. Well, we'll kick it around. So I'm going to cut this one off, folks. I appreciate it so much. I don't like to run more than an hour and a half. Because some people don't want to sit and watch the whole thing. But I do appreciate it so much. I appreciate you too, Willa.
Love you too, my friend.
And I will, let me find it wherever it's at. Yeah, there it is. I will catch you on the next one. And I guess I'm going to have, if anybody wants to go over this, or some of my subscribers that couldn't make it, they can go look at this in the morning. So I'll see you in the next one, folks.
Bye, everyone.